Hello, Mark. This is Joel. It was great to see you yesterday. So that's gaining on it. As we know, it's not perfect or anything, but that right there, his hands and arms are working better through impact. Yeah, but you're getting a little more extension with those arms. And you're not way above it. It had been, several months you've been seeing it on the video, so you weren't way above it with the downswing plane. So that's good, encouraging news that you're gaining on it. There's the beautiful look there, buddy, with those hands and arms. This is the same swing you just made from a different angle. That looks fantastic. And so, remember I asked you, I said, what's the difference in these two swings? You tell me what's the difference in these two swings as we watched them together. And again, I would agree with you that things really look very similar on the back swings here, but where the swings diverge is right up at the top there. And so, I wanted you to give more attention to the top of that backswing. There you go. Be real thoughtful, be very aware of what's going on at the top of the backswing. There you go. Got much better. Then we went out and hit some balls outside. There you go. So that looks sweet. That warranted the blue line. We went outside and yes, that one's not as good. But this is what they look like after we came back inside. There you go, man. That's what they were looking like pretty much outside, out the door there, getting the ball flights outside. And you were hitting these balls that were starting like that one, starting to the right real strong. They definitely weren't slicing. It was blowing pretty hard, so we couldn't tell if all that left curve was the wind or your swing, but that's what they all look like out there, buddy, pretty much like that. And remember, you were feeling like it was a big loop at the top. See, I was trying to ask you to kind of 1, 2, 3, kind of 1 is taking it back, 2 now, right about in there is dropping it behind you, 3 is making your downswing with the club head going out to the right, and that's what it looked like. Hugely better. And you started, as quite often I do, have you start with kind of half swings and stuff. And so that was great work there outside. See how this club is upright and then it flattens out for this tour player. So you see on the backswing it's on that yellow line, and you see how the club head gets on that orange line, kind of heads toward the club shaft gets on that orange line, and the club head heads toward that plain line. Kind of watch couples. See, he kind of takes it up, and then there's a sense that he kind of drops it back toward the line. And I mentioned to you I'd give you this. So yeah, this is what you want to feel like. Make it the good loop there, Mark, and this was you doing the good loop right there. Created a much better ball flight, man. They were looking great. That's what the loop feels like to you, so when you feel like it's a loop, it's actually about straight back and straight through. Let's just see that again. So there are a fair number of tour players that do that kind of a loop, not as drastic as Mr. Furyk, but that's more what you're feeling right there and making it look better on the video and better ball flights, Mark. Good work there, man. Talk to you soon. I'll check on it pretty quick. Take care.
This is Joel Suggs. I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend and showing you your swing on the 2D equipment that I have. And so I want to take about 2 or 3 minutes to just show you around Meadowlinks. This is the studio I use in the winter for all my students. You see there's the down-the-line camera angle for our 2D equipment. And then we have the face-on camera angle also. And then what we also have here is the 3D equipment to where I can show you your swing from 6 different camera angles with this 3D equipment. And we can get your swing from down to the 1/120th of a second in terms of exactly what your hips, shoulders, and hands are doing in the swing. And then also, I have the most realistic hitting curve I've ever seen from puttersedge.com. So when you hit your full shots, it feels as realistic as possible. And then I have 3 different green speeds for you to practice your putting. 9.5 on the step meter, 10.5 on the step meter, and 12.5 on the step meter. That's benefited my students tremendously. And then also I have a lot of learning aids like this Smart Stick. You can see the rest of those learning aids over here in my bag that we can work on to help you learn the certain fields in your golf swing that you and I both want. And then also I help my students a lot with their equipment through the winter. This is a frequency analyzer where we twang your club and it gives us a reading here. And then also we plot your whole set, each club on these lines to see if the set is really matched or not. Quite often they aren't, and it helps my students tremendously when they find out what clubs are the offending clubs. And then if we get tired of being indoors and we want to go outdoors and hit some, we can do that. It's my daughter. Ellie, good to see you. I haven't seen her in weeks. No wonder you've been gone, Ellie. You've been out here playing in the snow all this time. But this is our natural turf area. This is closed until April, as you can see. But it's a fantastic area where we can step outside and hit some balls and get some real ball flight. Or, if we get pretty satisfied and think we're looking better on the video here, and we're kind of cooped up inside and want to go outside, we can step on out and hit balls and see real ball flight for about 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, however long you and I can stand the cold, out into the air, and we see them land at these different flags. I have a yardage book for this driving range. It's the first one I've ever seen in my life where we know exactly what it is for the front, back, and middle of each green. And again, the covered area here is heated, so we stay out there for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, like I said. It enables us to see some ball flight, and then we get satisfied that things are looking the way we want, and we come back inside, take off our coat, and look again at the video equipment to see how your swing's looking, to make sure that you understand it. And then notice too, my exercise ball up top here, and then also, so I help my students a lot with their fitness through the winter, and then I will help you also with your sports psychology, with your golf psychology from the golfpsych.com people down in Texas. That's helped my students tremendously a lot over the years too. So again, I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend. I look forward to seeing you again out here this summer at Meadowlinks, or even right now in the winter. I have a lot of people that work on their games with me right through the winter. Check out more information about the things I do to help you at joelsuggs.com. Take care.